It's really been a super move of God. I'm seeing God do things that I've never witnessed before inside the spirit world. We're on the brink of a great change in the government office. There's a great change in Washington. The Lord told me it's undertaken. It is taking place right now. The great change. We're going to be in Griffin, Georgia, at the Abiding Love Community Church, 1370 North McDonough Road, Griffin, Georgia, 30223. That's at the Abiding Love Community Church, 1370 North McDonough Road, Griffin, Georgia, 30223. We will be there not this weekend, but the following weekend, starting on a Sunday night. We'll be there on that Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. It'll be I believe the dates are the 27th, the 8th, and the 9th. And we'll just leave it open according to whatever the Lord wants, is how many days we'll go. But I'm encourage you to be there. If you're in that area of Georgia, I encourage you to be there. God has really been doing something real great. I'm a little hoarse from preaching. I'm not sick, but I'm hoarse. I want to read this dream I've had. I'm running behind. I've really been doing a lot of praying, personal praying to the Lord and praying for the sick, traveling. But I do want to get some dreams up here. Tonight I'm going to post this one, and I'm on my way home, and I'm going to catch up on what's dreams and stuff the Lord has showed me. But this one, it starts with a dream, and then the Lord spoke to me to prophesy. And after the dream, I go into a prophetic prophecy. But I saw in a dream I was walking through a forest. And this forest really looked real strange. I'd never seen a forest like this, not myself. It was real thick. It was a lot like a tropical rainforest, like maybe the Congos. I've seen them on television and stuff, in history books and stuff, but I've never seen it with my eyes. And I was walking through this forest. It was real thick, and on the bottom of the forest, on the ground, it had like those fern plants, flower like fern piece all over in vines, real thick. And I looked up, and I saw a waterfall, and the waterfall was just coming down off the side of a little mountain. It wasn't a real high mountain. It was more like a hill that I was witnessing water stream down, beautiful waterfall. And I was drawn to the beauty of it. So I went up and I began to look at the beauty of the waterfall. And on the way along, I saw snakes all through this jungle, all through this land, through this thickness. And when I looked on my way to that waterfall, I saw some kind of bug, some kind of strange looking bug, like almost, it had a lot of legs on it. It kind of looked like maybe some of the spiders that's over there, but it was a very strange looking bug of some kind. I knew what I was seeing, but I didn't know what it was. But it had legs, but I knew that this was very poisonous. It was very, very poisonous. And I knew that if this bug, some kind of type bug, creeping, crawling type, some kind of, had a lot of legs on it, and they were long, and it wasn't real big, but it was maybe a couple of inches in diameter, length, and maybe a half inch to 3/4. They were different sizes, but it was poisonous. It was extremely poisonous. I knew that if it bit you, it'd kill you. And I knew that this particular thing I was seeing, it was an ancient, prehistoric even. I mean, it went back years, and it had been laying somehow under the ground in the rainforest, and it had started coming out of the earth. In my dream, this thing, it was poisonous again. It was poisonous. And I knew that it was coming out of the jungles, or different places like the Amazon or the Congo, or somewhere through the Australian or something like this. And I looked, and this insect, spider, whatever kind of thing it was, it came from a plague, and this thing had produced, this little old insect or whatever it may be, it had produced some kind of blood tick that was poisonous, and the blood tick was carrying the poisons of this other thing that created the blood tick. I know I don't have words here for what I saw, but that's the best I can do. I don't understand this little bug creature I'd seen, but I know it was letting me know that there was like a blood tick that was coming out of it that was also poisonous. And I saw that this blood tick, little tiny little tiny ticks, little tiny parasite blood, I don't know, some kind of, it was hitting the cattle and across all countries. It was hitting sheep, goats. They were dying all over the world, and they got transported across cargo ships and trucks, big container trailers, and that's how they got in the U.S. and spread out of the Congo and different places that they had come out of. They spread across the waters inside ships and stuff, and it would hit the United States, hit other places, but I've seen it hit mainly other places across the world. But I was looking at the United States of America, and the cattle began to die, just dying from sicknesses, and the sheep, the goats, and any kind of four-footed type, a lot of our food. It was, and because of this, when I started seeing the animals die, I began to see, things change like in my dream. It changes like you're walking through a vision or a story, and God's showing you of what's to come. But I seen a great famine, a great shortage of food, a great shortage of food in the grocery stores on beef and meats and stuff like that. The grocery stores was a great famine, shortages in the supermarkets And then I seen the food warehouses across the distribution centers. I saw people started breaking in to the food distribution warehouses because of the food. And there was a fear that hit people because they thought that this famine, and because of the death in the cattle, the beef went way up into price, and to where that people could not afford the beef, could not afford meats and stuff. And that, I felt it real close to us, real close to us in the next real close future, that these things was going to come to pass.